What up, YouTube? Jason, Flopacks. So it's been a minute since I've made a video. Haven't been running lately. Where I live, it's 110, 115 degrees during the day, and it's just too hot. It's not even that it's too hot for the cars. It's too hot for me. I really don't want to be outside running right now. But I did want to make a video, let everybody know what I'm up to. Just getting cars ready. This is the first time ever that I've actually been able to focus so much time on building my RC cars. I have them all built except for two of them. I'll show you some that I've been working on lately. But first off, I want to go over something that I've been meaning to do, and it's just been slipping my mind. So let me get to it. Nick from NTF Fans, real good dude. If you don't know him, let me get this straight up. If you don't know him, check him out on Facebook in NTF Fans. Real good dude, and everybody knows this fan right here. This is what Nick's famous for, and I got an accident, ripped it off. So that one's no good, and you know they work great. But I told Nick, man, I love these fans, but they don't work in every application that I'm using them for. They're just too big. So what Nick did is he went online or wherever he goes, and he found me some smaller fans, and they're the same size that come with XLX and Mamba 8S, and they kick ass for the size. Honestly, I'm gonna plug them up to a 3S real quick just to show you. They're more powerful than the stock Castle ones. I told him, you know, put it out there as a budget fan or something, because his fans are kind of pricey for some people, but there it is. That's on 3S, and a weak 3S at that. This is like a 500 milliamp 3S LiPo, but they're powerful. They're very powerful. So I got them on a lot of my cars now, and hopefully he comes out with more of them as like a budget thing. But props to Nick. Thank you, NTF. Best fans ever on the market. You can run WTF, you can run whatever, but honestly, these NTF fans are top notch. Never once had a problem other than crashing, and he does not warranty them when you crash. I know it's bullshit, but you know, it is what it is. I'm joking, by the way. Crashes on us. So one of the cars I've been working on, I got this car from RC Persuader. I wanted one for a long time. I had one a long time ago, and when I was moving, I believe I forgot it in the storage unit, or when I was taking loads to my car, someone grabbed it up. IGT8E 2019 version. I really like this car. I did all the mock-ups to it that needed to be done to this car. They come with a 13:43 diff ratio, and I put the X3 GT in there, which is 14:42, to get that ratio down to an even 3.0. Of course, I got the Matrix wheels. Guys, don't believe the hype all the time. Do your own research when you do stuff. I've had these wheels up to 150 miles per hour, and they hold. So, you know, it could be, if you're hearing bad reviews on them, don't take the first bad review you get. Tires do blow up. I've had BSRs the first run blow up. I've had contact run or tires blow up the first run. So do your own research. Look around. Don't believe the first Yahoo you see giving a bad review on them. They're actually really good tires, and they got a really good bite to them. Sweep is another tire that came out. I didn't have good luck with it, but I got a really soft shore, and other people are having good luck with it. So like I said, do your own research, get what works for you. But yeah, picked this up RC Persuader, and I ended up changing up everything. He's a drag racer, and I didn't want to drag race with it, especially with those gears that I have in there. They're not made for drag racing. They're made for speed runs, and they're hard to come by, really hard. But I'll take it off. Of course, I got the Delta Plastics Jaguar body. I got the Mamba 8S in there, Cordova, and FLOPACK, RX pack, the Mega RX pack. These are just thrown on there right now. I'm trying to figure out. The way I got it from him is just for one single 6S. I don't know if I want to run a single 6S brick or even 8S, or if I want to put the trays. I think I'm going to end up putting the trays on there and just making it full GT. So got the 5-pack, same pack, guys, that everybody else runs. That's all I run. But I wanted to show you something. I've been seeing a lot of posts lately. See that? That's horrible. That's horrible. It don't matter if you have a 5mm shaft or an 8mm shaft. You don't run your pinion gear at the end of the shaft like that. That's horrible. So when you have a motor like these, you run the pinion gear at the top up here, it's gonna break. You want it as far down, and it don't matter if you say, well, I got it far down and you got it backwards. The pressure is going to be right there where that set screw is, not back here. That's where the pressure for the braking is. Now you're way out here rather than back there where you should be. Now the pressure is all the way against the plate, almost barely like that. That's where you should be. Whenever I make my spools, I'll show you right now. I make my spools to where the gear sits as close as it can to the motor mount. So I can put my gear, well, I can't spin it on there right now one-handed. That way I can take my gear and I can slide it all the way on there. You don't want your gear sticking out like this. That's how you're going to break your shafts. You're going to have nothing but problems. So you want it far back like that. Now, the pressure of the shaft is all the way up against the side of the can. That's perfect. You want your spool gear as far back as you can to the motor mount. You don't want it in the middle. You don't want it up here, or else you're going to be way out there with it. You're putting pressure on the shaft, and that shouldn't be there. That shaft takes so much torque and so much force every time you run it. You're just putting it through torture when you're sitting there running it out like that. Yeah, this motor's super loose in there. Oh well. But yeah, you don't want it sitting out like this. You don't want it anywhere. Even if there's a flat spot, like this one is a 4260 2500 kV. See that? That's what the actual kV is on it. 2070 kV. Somehow something's going on with TP motors. I do all my testing on 2S. You can't do a kV test on 6S and 8S, guys. It's just not going to work. You need to do it on 2S. But I've been, for some reason, all the KVs have been really screwed up lately. So, you want that pinion gear back there like that. You're not going to break your shaft if it's all the way back, or just a little bit off like that. Well, if you think, well, I'm going to put it on this way and it's still going to be far back. No, because that's your pivot point. That's where the weakness is, right there, where that set screw goes in there. And if you have a flat spot already put on it like this, take a grinder, an angle grinder, a file, something, and grind it back. Get your flat spot all the way back. You won't break another shaft. I have never, ever, ever, ever broken a shaft. I've had so many motors, so many, and I've never once broke a shaft. Even when I was drag racing on prep track, never once broke a shaft. So it's all about pinion placement. If you can't get that pinion as close as you can, fix your spool. Put another flat spot on your spool. Get that gear as close as you can to the motor mount. But yeah, I like this car, man. IGT8s, they're nice. All aluminum diffs on them. Really clean cars. I really like it. Like I said today, I'm probably going to be swapping out the tray, and I'm thinking about putting a Mamba Monster or Mamba XLX in there. Really haven't been having good luck with the Mamba 8S, and I'm wondering if it's because of this. I run 8 gauge, real 8 gauge wire out of there for the motor, and I don't know if that's causing it, but I have a video that I'm going to post probably today. 4S run, very moderate gearing. It was a test pass, and it went up in flames and burnt the Limitless up. So I'll go ahead and show you. 4S, very moderate gearing, and it totally caught on fire. So 2-foot flames coming out of it. But yeah, thank you, RC Persuader, for this body, or for the car. I like it. I'll be sending it real soon as it cools off. Be a couple weeks, but when it does, I'll be sending them. Another one that's been sitting around. I've had this car for almost 2 years now. I ran it maybe 3 times. First time out ever running it, I hit 138 miles per hour. I really like the car. It takes a lot of work to get it to where it's at. The diffs in these things, they're made for racing on a track. They're not made for the torque we're giving them. They're made for a small 1515 type motor or something like this hobby wing motor. It's not made for these big old TP motors and new motors and stuff. So, but yeah, here it is, RGT8. This has to be by far my favorite car of all time. I love this car. I'm a huge fan of hot bodies. As you can see from the stickers, I love hot bodies. That's my favorite brand of car of all time. And I got the new motor up in there. She's just a clean car. The one good thing I like about these is there's a lot of carbon fiber. They come with carbon fiber shafts. I'm sorry. Carbon fiber shock towers. Damn. They come with a lot of aluminum parts on them. Everything's aluminum. They're good cars. Like I said, there is a lot of work, and you got to totally take out the diffs and put different diffs from a different car in there. And it's a pain. You got to design the whole drive shaft system, put new dog bones in there, because just any dog bone's not going to fit. I tried Arma. I tried so many different ones to try to get in there, and they just didn't fit. If anybody has had these kind of hot bodies, the RGT8 or the D18 or D7 or T19, you know that the dog bone sits inside the differential. It actually don't sit inside a cup. It sits inside the diff. So it makes it really hard. And the arms that are on the dog bone are really small, and they'll strip very easily. This car has been sitting for 2 years for this, the body mount. I broke the body mount, and no one had it in stock. It was impossible to find. That's one bad thing about this car. Parts are from China. That's all you're going to get them. So, but I got it, put it back together, and it's a killer ride. It really is. I like it. I made the battery trays for it. Got everything buttoned up. I got the Jora Bora edition inline cap pack. Basically, all I got to do is weld on one cup. I stole it back in the day when I ran out. Instead of running a normal cap pack like I normally would, I'd solder that bad boy right there. But now I don't have to. This plugs straight into my battery. It eliminates the electricity coming from your battery up through the caps, all the way through, back down to the ESC. No, now it filters right through there. One easy flow. So, and when your ESC needs it, boom, it's there. So these have been working out really good. I like them. Jora Bora, he's the one who came up with the idea. He told me, let's try this out, Jay, and it worked out good. So props on that. Thank you, Gio. But yeah, this car is really good. I'm going to be sending these 2 cars, and then of course my VTE and my MGT7. Let me pop those out real quick. Here's my MGT7. I'm trying the new Hyper S, I think it's an SS body by Protoform. And I just noticed something really bad. I left the batteries in there from when I was testing it. But this is going to be a drag car, strictly drag. Oh. Got the Seiko motor up in there. Very, very good motors, guys. I was very weary about Seiko because they charge so much money for their motors, and I was very weary. And I know they're new motors, but still, you can go get a new cheaper. But whatever they do to the rotors, the stators, they're very good motors. They're very strong. I've had good luck with them. In the Fortec, I had a 7,000 kV, and I got up to, I want to say 137 or something like that on 3S. So very, very good motors. I like them. But yeah, I got the Seiko in there. Of course, I got the NTF fans. NTF fans, Mamba 8S, receiver box, and of course my 5-pack. I do have a gyro. only for drag racing. I will not use a gyro. I'll show you my other cars again. I will not use a gyro for speed running. Too many things can go wrong, for one. And I just feel you're not driving your car. You're pulling a trigger. Basically, you're going out there and you're doing this. You don't have to drive your car at all. I don't feel they should be allowed in an actual speed run list, but you know, it's not up to me. I guess they say whatever's new comes out, you can run it. So whatever, it's not my choice. You want to run them, run them. That's on you. I don't run them unless it's drag racing. I learned the hard way. I went out to the drag strip, and first time I was out there, I got served up because my car was all over the place. Got a gyro from the homie out there and fixed the problem immediately. On a prep track, you think you're just going to launch straight, but it's not like that. It's going to take whatever wheel's spinning the fastest, and that's what way you're going, and you're going for the ride. So, but when I do go out, if I do decide to speed run this car, I'll show you. This thing will be gone. Honestly, a real good gyro that I found out, I don't spend a lot of money because I'm not a huge drag racer, but a good gyro is the HBI D-Box 2. I believe it's made for the HBI, what is it, the 5T or 5B or something like that, the fifth scale. And it's a real good gyro, man. It really is. These ones are cheapies. I think they're called, here, I got another one. This is the one I actually bought from the dude, at my homie at the track, Hobby Star. They're cheapies. They're like $20, $22 or something like that. But when I used them out there, they worked real good. So, yeah. So this is going to be my drag car. Hopefully, I've been doing some test hits. And I'm going to try the Sky RC and see how accurate that thing is. With 132 foot to see how fast I'm going. But that's why I got this protoform body. I don't know if it'll work for speedruns. I really don't. I think it'll be just fine up to 100 miles per hour. I don't have wings on it or nothing like that because the drag racing, you really don't need it. So, but yeah, there's the MGT7 that I built. Like I said, a lot of my cars are all built up right now, guys. Super stoked. And of course, my VTE. Let me see if I want to show what's in there. It's kind of top secret, so I'll give a little sneak peek. Yep, that's all you get. Of course, I got the NTF fans again. The 5-pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 XLX. And that's my VTE. The only thing I've changed on it is the Saga Customs chassis. Saga Custom RC chassis. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to try to break some heads with it. So I wanted to lighten it up the most I can. But everything I'm running, guys, NTF fans all the way. They're the way to go. They're great fans. I still got the Fortec and another car that I've been working on. I got the Fortec right here. I'll be trying to send that this year. You know, honestly, I never really cared for this car. The only reason I got it again, I have 2 of them actually, but the only reason I got them again is they were whooping my ass. Fortec was whooping my ass, so I went ahead and got another one because I wasn't going to let the car beat me. My goal was to hit 140 miles per hour. I did that, and I didn't care for it anymore after that. I didn't care to have it. I really wasn't a Fortec fan. I really don't like them. Just not my car. You know, some people have their cars and some people don't, but just not my car. Now, the limitless and the infraction. I'll be completely honest, and I don't want to sound like an ass, but I never took these cars to be taken serious like they have been. When these cars came out, I thought a lot of people were going to kind of laugh at it. Purpose-built speed car, I guess, and I thought a lot of people would laugh at it. I didn't think it was going to be as big as it's gotten. These cars are huge now. Everybody and their brother and their grandmother has one, and they're hitting 130, 140. These are guys that never in the day would have been able to do it with a GT car, but Arrma came out. They gave them this platform, super long wheelbase, which makes it easier, guys. Longer the wheelbase, the easier the car is to run. ARMA gave them an opportunity, and now look, people are in the 130s, 40s, 50s, but they couldn't have done it back in the day, which is fine. That's good. It's a great way to get you into the hobby, and then you move up to like a GT car or something. But yeah, I never took it serious. So when I would go out and send these cars, I didn't even change the diff fluid forever. I just ran it stock and never really cared. I wasn't pushing like I do my GT cars. Two cars that I can say I put a lot of time into is my Traxxas Slash and my VTE. Those are two cars that really I devoted time to, and I wanted to get the numbers that I got, and I'm still not happy with it. I'm not going to be happy till I hit the 170s with both of them. But I never put a lot of time into these Limitless and the infraction. It was kind of throw it together real quick and go out and send it. But now I'm 100% focused on the infraction and the Limitless. I got one of each, but I'm going to be sending these cars real soon. And there's the NTF fans right there, guys. Got two of them on the XLX. And I made a little battery tray on this side. Let me flip it around. Damn car's so long. I got me a dual battery tray on this side. For the longest time, this car had the motor in the stock location. I felt like it could do 150 miles per hour in the stock location. I didn't quite get there. I made it to 149 on 6S and then put this car up, never really ran it. But now, like I said, I'm focused. This one in the infraction is going to be my #1 priority. I'm going to be sending these cars with reckless abandonment. I don't care. I'll put whatever motor in it. Speaking of motor, I got some sick motors in the other day. I don't want to show them yet. I want to go test them out to make sure they are what they are, but these motors aren't cheap. First time I've ever ran them. Leithner or whatever. They're great motors, and I'm going to be putting them in the infraction. But there you go. There's the Limitless. I'm going to be sending this. Got rid of a lot of weight in the inside. Anything that didn't need to be in there, took it out. There's no reason to have this huge box over here and whatnot. So got rid of a lot of weight. Just now, I'm going to send it. So Limitless is coming. And then we got the infraction. I'm not going to take the infraction apart because I got some stuff in there I really don't want to show right now. But yeah, this car right here, I've been focusing a lot of time on the last 2 weeks. A lot of hits with this body and a lot of hits with that body. I'm trying to get it dialed into where I can run any body I want in this thing. But I got it pretty well dialed in right now. So, guys, I just want to let you know I didn't fall off the face of the earth. You know, I'm still here. Still got the cars. I still got my Slashes. But I just want to let you know what was going on. Let you know that I will be back as soon as this heat leaves us alone. Give some tips. I'm sorry that all these people are busting their drive shafts, and I feel bad every time. You know, I see it, I'm like, man, no one's told them, or they just didn't know, or whatever. You know, remembered back in the day, it was hard getting information out of people. Super hard, especially gearing, guys. I get messages every day. What gearing can I run for drag? What gearing can I run for speed run? You know what? I give you a basic gearing, and you go from there and you work it out. You'll figure it out. It's honestly, it's not rocket science. Look at the people that do this stuff, you know. I'm not a genius. Some of the people out here that are doing it, they're not geniuses in any way. So, like I said, it's not rocket science, guys. You will figure it out. God bless everybody. I hope everybody's staying strong during this Corona COVID-19 thing. And let's get through it. I'll be out there running. You guys run your cars. Be safe. And that's all I got. So God bless you guys. Stay true.